Joe, we're back.
Episode 5 of Astalon, Tears of the Earth.
We got a little
starring
gimmick.
Ed and Joe and
Yeah.
Astalon, Argus, Cooley, and Armis.
There you go. So I'm going to guess that our next destination is around here somewhere. Now, before we start, I mean, we've already started, right? So I have a little thing I want Joe to eat. And Joe, I want
a little thing he wants me to eat.
Joe, I want you to tell me if you can identify the thing I'm about to put into your mouth.
I wasn't consulted. I wasn't consulted on this.
He has no idea what's about to happen. Joe, I want you to close your eyes.
I'm putting a lot of trust into you, Ed.
It's okay. You know that I would never do anything untoward.
All right.
So close your eyes. I'm going to pour something into one. Stick out your hand.
All right. All right.
I'm going to stick something out into your hand. I'm going to just pour a few granules into your hand.
Granules.
And, okay, now pop
right,
that
so
bad boy.
I gotta eat some granules without looking at it.
Try not to bite them. Try to like just.
This better not be cat litter.
It's not cat litter.
Because it has the texture of cat litter.
It does, but it is not cat litter. Now, see if you can identify the thing that I've just put inside your mouth. And if you want to, you can bite them and chew on them. You might have difficulty even still. I sure did. Do you have any guesses? You might know exactly what it is. You also might not. It's difficult to say. It was cat litter. No, it wasn't cat litter. I think I've gone the wrong way here, actually.
I don't like it.
Can you describe the taste at all? Or the texture, perhaps? Or anything about it?
It's like crystallized cat litter texture, kind of. Not quite as hard.
A little softer than cat litter, okay.
And it has an ashy, somewhat nutty taste to it, but mostly ashy.
Right. But it doesn't really particularly taste like anything, I guess, right?
No, it tastes pretty bad, actually.
Oh, really?
I would say.
Okay.
What is it? Is it chocolate? Is it chocolate? Is it dark chocolate?
It's cocoa nibs, is what it is. I bought a 2-pound bag of cocoa nibs on Amazon the other day. Yeah, look at them. You can look at them in this cup. That's what they look like.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I got it at the last second. I was like, it's very dark chocolate.
Good guess. There you go.
Yeah.
Completely unsweetened cocoa.
Yeah, not good.
Cacao nibs.
Not good.
Not great. Yeah, really not great. But I thought I would try them. They sounded delicious. And I'm a fan. And what I like about them is they're almost all fiber. So you really need to be careful, or otherwise you're going to be horribly, horribly constipated. That's something to look out for. Something to look forward to, if you will. But yeah, pretty tasteless, right? I mean, unsweetened. I just fell. Unsweetened chocolate doesn't.
I don't like it.
You would never just eat it plain, right?
No.
All right.
I'll eat dark chocolate on occasion. That's pretty much what it tastes like, except it's it's broken into little pieces, and it must be. I mean, it must be no sugar at all, right? It's probably it's like 100% cocoa then.
Yeah.
No, that's too much for me. I'll go maybe up to 70%, maybe, but that's kind of pushing it. I like to have a little bit of milk and sugar mixed in there.
Yeah. Oh, dead end again.
Coffee. I like coffee black, though.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't drink coffee black. Too bitter. So it actually turns out we don't need to be here. So should we come back? I mean, I'm just going to go around a couple rooms. And in fact, I'm probably just going to die. So let's see if I can... Oh, no. Oh, he spotted me. Oh, he spotted me.
Oh, he's really trying to stab. He stabbed you right in the butt and then jumped in the pit trying to stab you in the butt again. He wanted to repeat that action.
Do a little bit of grinding here. Easy.
What a guy.
I do want to go somewhere else, though. I'm going to die to my death. Fall to my death.
This game is kind of like a dream that you just keep reliving.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like that dream when you wake. It's like that dream where you're getting ready for school, and then you wake up and you realize you have to get ready for school again. You remember that dream?
I never had that dream in school. I have had that dream multiple times in the last couple of years.
Well, that's lucky for you because you have the dream where you're getting ready for school and then you wake up and you don't have to go to school. It's great.
Yeah, but it's so real is the problem. It's so very real. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking on the map here for a particular reason, but I can't tell you what it is. Oh, no, I can tell you what it is. Can I?
Can I tell you a dream story?
Yeah, please do.
Can I tell you a dream story and make it interesting? Because dream stories are rarely interesting. I'll try to make it interesting.
Okay. Yeah, please do.
So I was at school.
Okay.
In high school. Had a bunch of cash in my pocket. $1,000.
This is a dream, by the way.
$1,000. Right? And I was walking. I was walking outside. No, I was talking to my teacher about the kind of music that she liked.
Oh.
And we were talking for so long. I was so interested in the conversation that I left school too late. I missed the bus.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't get on the bus, so I had to walk home.
Uh-oh.
There was a girl walking along the sidewalk. I pulled out the money and I flashed her. I flashed the money. I said, "Look how much money I have." And then she said, "Wow, that's a lot of money." And then I put it back in my pocket. And then she tried to take the money out of my pocket. And I said, "No, I didn't have a lot of money. It was mostly ones." And she said, "No, it wasn't. I saw it. It was almost all 20s. It looked like about $1,000." So I ran away and I escaped from her. And then in order to get home, I had to go across a rickety drawbridge. On this rickety drawbridge were 4 toughs. Two of them were kids that I remember from school. One of them was a really shrimpy kid who was kind of an asshole. And one of them was the biggest boy from my elementary school, who I also went to high school with. And he was a big boy. Okay? And they said, "Hey, I heard you got $1,000 in your pocket. Give us that money." And remember, this is on a rickety drawbridge over a river. Okay? And I say, "I don't have any money." And they say, "No, give me the money." I pull the money out. I throw it over the edge of the drawbridge. And they say, "Nobody's getting the money." And then they pull out switchblades, and they're trying to stab me with the switchblades. But luckily, I have a knife on myself as well, and we have a little knife fight. Nobody gets stabbed. I know it's not that interesting.
We just engaged in a little bit of a knife fight there.
And then a big boy, who was apparently my friend, intervenes, and he says, "Are you picking on my pal Joe?" And they say, "No, we're not picking on Joe." And then me and this guy, we're gonna call him Alfred. I don't know his name. He's an innocuous guy, but he's apparently my friend in this story because he helped me get out of this jam. And we were walking, and then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go home now." And I said, "No, you gotta come with me. They're after me now. They're probably gonna be sneaking, hiding around the corner, trying to get me for throwing the money over the edge of the bridge." So he's like, "All right, fine, we'll go home." And then we couldn't figure out how to get home. We couldn't figure out how to get to either of our houses. We were lost. So we went into a cafe. There were some girls in the cafe, and they invited us to sit with them. We sat with them. Then I called my friend Alex Becker, who was a YouTuber. Also, I was in high school in this dream. I was in high school in this dream. Okay.
Okay.
I had a flip phone, of course. I have a flip phone, right?
Oh, yeah,
because I can't look up a map. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So I call my friend Alex Becker, though, who's a YouTuber that I've never spoken with. He's a what would you call it? An entrepreneur type of guy. He posts videos about entrepreneurship, investing sometimes, and he's kind of a troll. So I call him. He's also worth 8 to 9 figures. He's a very, very rich man whose time is incredibly valuable. So I call him to give us a ride home. And he chews me out. He yells at me. He said, "What the fuck are you doing wasting my time trying to get a ride home? Just call a fucking taxi or something, idiot." And I was like, "I'll pay you $300, Alex." And he said, "No." And so then I get off the phone and I say, "Okay, we're going to call somebody else. I'm going to call my friend Andy. He'll always come through for me."
Yeah.
Because I've known him and this is actually a real friend that I've had since I was 5 years old. So he'll come through for me. So I'm about to call Andy. The phone's ringing, right? The flip phone's ringing. And then I realize, wait a second. And I hang up the phone and I say to the girls, "Hey, did you girls drive here?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "I'll pay you $100 to drive us home." They agreed. And then we went downstairs. We're putting my shoes on. There was a guy putting his shoes on. He had some nice kicks. I asked him about his kicks. He asked me about my kicks. And then the dream ended.
Right there at the end?
Yeah, it's kind of a anticlimactic. That was the dream, though.
Interesting. It's interesting how many locales you had going on in your dream. Most of the time, I've only ever got one. You know, the thing that happens is the thing that happens, and that's it. It's not like a story or anything. Okay, I'm just yeah. Oh no! Oh thank God. Yeah, I don't have a lot of dreams I can remember. I mean, I remember them when I wake up, but they're almost instantly forgotten. Guess what we're about to get? You can tell from this, actually. You know exactly what we're about to get. Because look at the direction we're headed, and look at how we have to come back.
Oh, we're going to be floating.
We are going to be floating. It's a floater. It's a cape.
Is it a cape only for August?
Yeah.
Because we needed August to get in here?
Right. Well,
somehow?
No, I don't think we did, but I mean, it doesn't matter. You can get it with any...
Can you use it with any character?
Wait, we must have... Wait a second. What if we weren't Algus? Maybe we must have had to have been Algus? Now that you mention it, I'm not sure. But, how about that?
These only take 4 hits instead of 5 now.
Oh, thank God.
That's kind of nice.
Wait, could we have gotten here as anybody else?
Well, you have to light those.
Oh,
those have to be lit up by Algus.
That's
So I
why.
suppose you could light those with Algus,
And come back.
then leave the room and come back with another character. I don't know why you would ever do that.
Yeah.
But I think the option is there. I think the design is open for you to do that, but I can't imagine anyone would do that. Maybe 1% of players somehow do it.
Yeah, I don't think so. You would never unlock a door and then immediately walk
and then
away.
immediately just walk away and switch characters. I don't know. Maybe you feel like maybe you just get some kind of a hunch that you're going to need to play as Cooley in the next room.
Well, who knows? So we've got that now. Now the question is, though, where do we go? I'll tell you where we go. I'm going to look at the map. And I
Okay,
have no
do that.
shame in looking at the map.
Yeah, we have a map pulled up here. Did we ever mention that? We have a map pulled up. There's a map online of the game. It kind of tells you where all the items and all the events in the game are. So we're checking that out. We've been checking that out since about 40 minutes ago. No, about an hour ago. An hour into the previous episode, we've been using it. Before that, we were not.
The problem is, if we weren't using a map, this game would easily take 30 hours during
Yeah,
LP.
I think it's going to take too long for us to LP this game. It was Joe's idea to LP the game, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to take the blame for that. Not because it's necessarily a terrible game or anything, but because of the length of the game. It is a little longer than the games that we would usually play as LPs on this channel. Speaking of troubling thoughts, you've been acting strangely since we entered this tower, Al. I've noticed it too. What's wrong? I don't know how you bring it up. There's something wrong, I won't deny it, but I'd rather not discuss it. But, Al, your temperament affects us all. Arius, please respect my wishes. Just leave me alone.
And we've probably seen this one already, in fact. It's a Phlogia slime. This one is a fake steak man on a Phlogia slime. These start to repeat after a while. There's no meat, but they're just made to resemble it. You won't be able to tell the difference at all. I guess I'll try it. Arius, come on. You should try it also. You want to read Arius?
Oh, aren't slimes slimy?
Yes, but Phlogia slime can take different attributes depending on how it's cooked.
Well, I've never seen it be anything other than slimy, so it's like tofu or something?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just trust me. Take a bite and tell me what you think. Well, this is delightful.
You were right. It really tastes like food made from a creature.
Well, Phlogias are alive, so you are eating food made from a creature.
What do you mean? I thought they were just slimes.
Never mind. Enjoy your meal. Okay, good. Let's get out of here.
That's a long conversation about food.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see where else we can go here. I know we were talking about something thrilling and exciting and
We were. I told a dream story.
Oh yeah, but after that.
After that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, isn't it? And also, I have no idea where to go. Yeah, the more I play this game, I mean, I played it off stream and I used a map my entire time because if I hadn't used a map, this would have been a 50-hour game. Because not for any good reason, but just because you end up traversing the exact same areas over and over and over. It's not 50 hours because it's 50 hours of fun. It's 20 hours of fun, you know, and 30 hours of backtracking.
Yeah, it does seem like an excessive amount of backtracking, even for a Metroidvania. If it was randomly generated, believe it or not, it would be more forgivable.
You think?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is... I mean, that game's basically a slot machine without DLC or pay-to-win content.
It's this room. I keep doing this. Oh, we can actually go up here, which is... Wait, can we? We can't go up here, can we? I can't go up here because I don't have what's-her-face. Oh, but I can. Okay, here we go. We're going to make some progress, Joe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this game gives you progress in nuggets. You know what I mean? And it's exciting. When
Yeah,
you finally,
nuggets and tendies of progress.
But the problem is, the nuggets get farther and farther apart because you've uncovered more of the map. So as the map gets bigger and bigger, it takes longer and longer to find out where you're actually supposed to go. But what I'm thinking, Joe, is we're going to finish the game. We're not going to do much of the optional stuff unless we happen to come across it, because the game is already long enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is exactly what we did with Castle in the Darkness. Do you remember Castle in the Darkness? We basically, I think, we didn't exactly beeline, but...
Yeah, we didn't... That game wasn't that long, though. Just to finish the game, it wasn't that long.
But I'm sure there was stuff we missed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is one of those lights out puzzles. Is there anybody who likes these?
I don't even know how I solved the last one. I just kept on clicking on the lights out.
You got
I think
lucky.
this is it. No, I think that was it. I think you just solved it.
Nah, no, I didn't. No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Yeah, click on the one in the bottom left. It'll turn on.
No, it's going to turn off this one and the one to the right. And turn on this one, turn on this one. The problem with this and sliding tile puzzles is unless you know the algorithm to win, it's just trial and error, right? Is there any sort of skill that goes... Be honest. If you know anything about these puzzles, is there anything beyond trial and error? And if you know the method to win them, is it anything other than the exact algorithm that's required to beat them? Because I don't think there's any in between. I don't know. Is there strategy? Maybe. Well, now what?
That's not gonna
That's
work.
not right. So I turn on these three, and it's just a process of I randomly run around until there's one particular configuration where you'll recognize this. Here it is. This is the configuration.
This is it, yeah.
But that's what it requires. Is there any sort of, I don't know, maybe my brain isn't wired that way.
Yeah, you might just have to think back a few steps or something. You might just have to think about what you want it to look like.
I guess.
You could probably use your brain to do it, or you could just keep on hitting them until you get it right, which is what we did.
Yeah.
And that's what I did when I was playing it. I didn't even actually realize it was that type of puzzle
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
when I did the earlier one.
Oh, come on, you ass butt.
Well, we're over. Oh, no, those don't overheal. The green ones don't overheal.
Right.
I didn't even think you could go through that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
No.
We also don't have the
green orb.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that green orb. I'm gonna need you to procure that green orb for us real quick. Ed, if you don't mind.
Right. I guess we'll be this person. Oh no, we actually need the warrior here. Oh, come on. Gosh dang it, Bobby.
Did you ever try to not try very hard in school so that you didn't have to do more work?
No.
Oh. That was my MO. That's how I got through school.
I know.
In swimming class, we had to take swimming class in 10th grade when I was in school. Boy, what a waste. I hated it. It was a disgusting cesspool of disease, is what I looked at it as.
I mean, they cleaned the pools, though.
Well, not good enough, because one day I went in there and there was a booger that was about 8 inches long, just hanging from the top on the surface of the pool, and kind of like a jellyfish swinging its way through the mellow waves of the high school pool. Now, if I could go back, I would have just refused to go in the pool. I would have just flat out refused. And here's the thing: you can. You can just flat out refuse. They can't do anything.
I guess, yeah.
You don't realize it at the time. It's like, oh, I'm forced to do it. But you can actually just disobey. You can just not go in the pool and they can't do anything to you. They can't physically throw you in the pool.
It's amazing the things you'll realize you could have done when you're an adult.
So, but I did manage to get myself into the easier swimming class by pretending I couldn't swim on the swimming test day, the first swimming class. You had to swim across the pool. If you could swim across the pool, you would get into the higher ranking of swimming class. Now, if the prize for being able to swim across the entire pool was that you didn't have to take swimming class, I would have swam across the entire pool. But because the prize was that you get a harder version of swimming class, I decided, oh, I can't swim, and then halfway through I pretended, oh, I can't swim. Whoops, I touched the bottom of the pool. I couldn't make it all the way. And they said, okay, good enough, and I got into the lower class.
What's the harder version of swimming? How much harder can it be? Come on. Guess what?
I don't know.
Guess
but
what
I
we
knew I
can
didn't
do,
want to be there at all, so that's what I did.
Joe.
Yeah? Oh, now I can switch this to the guys! Why couldn't we do that before?
Yeah, it should have been standard. It should have been unlocked from the very beginning. I just wanted you to know that we've.
This is incredible. I think the game's going to get really good from here on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a decent enemy. I kind of like that enemy. That enemy design.
I mean, it's not bad.
They kind of warp around. I think it could be kind of annoying if they can warp right up your ass.
They can
easily.
and
Oh,
do.
they can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you could program them so that they warp to a place that's not up the player's ass, that'd probably be better.
Also, what are you supposed to do here? That, I guess. Okay.
Oh yeah, an enemy that has a floater enemy that has some cyclones swirling around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an alright design too. I'm just trying to think of ideas for enemy designs that we could use, because we made our character more powerful than we were intending to originally, and we're trying to figure out, you know, what kind of enemies we can use that are going to be more challenging for the player than what we've got already.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have some easy enemies, especially in the beginning, because we want the player to get used to the game, of course.
Okay.
Wow, he has a lot of hit points.
And he just disappeared off the side of the screen. So this section is cool, actually. Why don't you play this section? It's like only a couple of screens, but I think it's fun.
Cool. Whoa! Whoa, man! No, we've already experienced these before.
Yeah. Don't forget that you can hover by holding the A button.
Oh yeah. How could I forget? Wow, this is cool, man. I'm just humoring you so far.
I know.
Okay. So there's a button there. I assume it's going to unlock that door and we can go kill the eyeball guy? No. Oh, it did. Okay, good. Great. Let's kill this Matcap Fat Bat. Oh, they only take 2 hits now. This is awesome. Argus is really the man. He's the man when he's doing work for us. When he's putting in that work for Joe and Ed of GameSoup, he's the man. When he's betraying us and dying and stuff, not the man anymore.
No.
Come on, you teleporting up my ass?
Yep. That's the problem.
Why'd you do that?
They have hitboxes while they're teleporting, too.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna jump on this. Where the fuck did it put... Are you serious?
Surprise! You're gonna... You are...
Yeah, we're dead. We're definitely dead.
Wasn't that cool?
You tricked me!
No, I actually didn't mean to trick you.
You said it was gonna be cool, but it was just a death trap! How dare you? Alright, well, what do you got to say to yourself, Epimetheus? We should increase our attack. Whoa,
Yeah.
attack speed up 788.
Yeah.
Level 1 of 3. Maybe we should take that one. Well,
Either that or 2 strength.
or 2 strengths.
It doesn't matter which.
I wonder which one's better. I'm gonna take the attack speed. I'm not sure if this is... I wish
Yeah.
we could tell which one was gonna give us the better DPS, but you know what? I'm gonna get some strength up for Arius too, and then we're gonna get out of here. Might as well. He's cheap.
Yeah.
His power-ups are very cheap now. Wait, how do you switch, guys? Oh, just Y anytime. Beautiful. Amazing. Mechanism 2? Is that where we're
Yeah.
at?
No, we have to go all the way back there, though.
Oh, are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious with me right now?
I don't really know where that was. Oh, there it was. I mean, you can see it on the map. It was 12 rooms away.
Should we just come back?
Yep.
Let's just come back.
We're back.
Okay, oh, Ed just threw the controller at me.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so we're gonna have to time this now that we realize where we're gonna warp to. I mean, I guess it's sort of telegraphed.
It's not, though, because there are 2 different locations.
Yeah, there are
you
2
can
different
warp to.
locations. Yeah. You really gotta be paying attention.
Just don't fall down.
Yeah, then we have to just do it again.
I mean, you could assume it's the worst of the 2, right? And you could wait until the platforms move up.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Don't go in there. I made this mistake my first time through. Took me forever to get back. There's a secret room right here.
Yep.
Hold left.
Yep, I see it.
There you go. It's a man. And a key.
It's another blue key. We have 6 of those now. Oh, this guy doesn't even want to say anything to us.
No.
Why not?
He's dead. Anyway, good luck.
Oh.
No, you don't
Okay.
have to press anything. Turns out.
Oh, really? It just goes?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Amazing.
I mean, if you fall straight down, it still counts as being in the hitbox of the teleporter.
This thing's grotesque.
Isn't it?
How's that even a creature?
That's what I say about spiders.
That ghost bleeds. Did you notice
It
that?
did?
Yeah, it has like a little blood effect coming out of it. Oh, we can be Cooley here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even want to bother with her, though? Except to just do a double jump.
There's a secret room up there.
August is way better. Oh, yeah. Cooley, come back. Okay, goodbye. We don't need you anymore. We're going to be August now because he's the man.
Blue key. We got a 7th blue key.
Yeah, August is the man. Look at this attack speed. There's like no reason to be anybody else.
Yeah, I do think he has the most advantages of all the characters. Okay.
That is a thwomp.
It is a thwomp.
It's just a much more hideous version of a thwomp.
Yeah. It's very slow.
Ow! Why was that ghost so interested in August? I mean, I know he's very handsome. He's a very handsome man with abuser's eyes, but why would you chase after him at such a rate as a ghost? There's no way we can get anywhere.
You're gonna have to go down and around. There you go.
Is this blood? Why are you hanging out in so much blood, knight?
That's a good question.
Are you a blood knight? You ever heard of a blood knight?
Nah. That's not a thing.
Oh, come on. This is just a crowd of enemies.
It is, yeah.
This is cheap. Crowd of guys. Too many guys here.
You can just get up in his face. He usually throws right over your head.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could attack him. He'll give us a lot of attack.
Yeah.
He'll give us a lot of mana.
Bucks, as we call them.
Cash.
Cash
As I
bucks.
call it, mana.
Ah,
That's what I call US dollars, mana.
mana, yeah.
Yeah. I say, how much mana does this cost at the store? And they'll say, excuse me? And I'll say, how much mana does this cost? You know. And they'll say, no, I don't understand. What do you mean, how many dollars does it cost? And I go, no, mana. That's what I call dollars,
What's that thing?
The Lunarians build all sort of strange weapons and armor. And machines. For some reason, we can't use their technology. It's usable only by Lunarians. Thank you for that explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure I don't bother with any Lunarian technology anytime soon, because it's only usable by Lunarians.
Yeah, useful and relevant information. I'm really glad that we know that.
All right. Are you serious?
Good luck.
He hurts you while he's warping.
Yeah,
I kinda wish he didn't do
that's
that.
what I was saying. He has a hitbox while he's in the air, which is
Yeah, that's kind of
unacceptable.
annoying.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying. I feel like he can teleport, but he should attempt to not teleport up your ass, and he shouldn't be able to hurt you while he's a ball, in my opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I thought you were about to die.
I might be.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows, man? All right. That guy's really making me fucking nervous.
There's a right door to your left you could go through.
Yeah, I'm beelining it.
To the left?
Well, no, I'm beelining it
to the other
right.
door.
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter which way you
yeah,
go.
let's
as long
let's
as you-
just go this way. I feel like there's probably some kind of a treasure in that white door, though, that we probably could have gotten.
Oh,
there's
it
a
was here
treasure
instead. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. 3 kings met to discuss peace in the time of war. They sent 2 birds to the east and west to spread the news. But 4 nights later, the war started and all 3 kings perished. That's my word. You shouldn't use the word perished.
Wait, they meant to discuss peace in times of war, but the war didn't start until 4 days later?
Max? Yeah, that's, I don't know, man. Don't try to read into it too hard.
So they were in times of peace, and they called each other together to discuss peace.
So you can buy max HP ups as well as gain max HP ups. I think that's fine, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it still feels good to find it.
Yeah, I mean, the ones you
I think
find
it's
in the
fine.
wild have higher values, too,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, so there's a thwomp trap there, so we can go left or up. Let's go up. It's
Yeah.
closer. Let's just do that right now. We need a green orb to get through there. But we can go to the right at least. So I guess we can attempt that. We can hit the button. What is that going to do? It made a noise. Oh boy. Do these all destroy? No, only the single one.
Yeah.
Wait, it's hard to tell which ones are going to destroy.
It's inconsistent from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Either that or Algus sometimes doesn't proc these for some reason. I'm not really sure. Uh-oh.
What?
There's a lot happening in this room, that's all.
I'll be fine, man. You don't need to worry about me.
You know what?
I'm good at video games, bro.
You know what the best trick is? To stand at the entrance with Cooley and just shoot his eye. You know what's cool about Cooley? She always gets crits on Cyclopses.
Why is that?
Because he's a giant eyeball, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Your crit rate is 100% with those, which is really weird.
It doesn't seem like other characters get crits ever.
They don't. They don't. Yeah.
So I guess you can only get crits as an archer.
And
Which
you know what
kind
else
of makes
is-
sense. You might
Yeah.
have a higher dex stat than other characters. Oh, this could be really bad. Okay. I almost left the room.
Hey, check this out. We're finally getting somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna get some healing.
Yeah.
Boy, that wasn't a lot of healing.
No, it never is.
All right. Well, I guess we'll save. All right, Mega Man blocks. At least they show you where they're going to appear.
Yeah.
That would be a nice. That's a nice improvement, quality of life that I wish that the old Mega Man games had.
And they're
You could
consistent.
see where the blocks are going to appear, at least. If you're going to have these disappearing blocks, at least give us a visual indication of where they're about to appear. Where am I going to go? Fuck. I didn't learn my lesson. I've not learned my lesson. Oh, I didn't look before I left. Wait, at least... Okay, new rule.
Yeah.
You can actually warp to another room. Here, take the controller for a
Okay,
bit.
yeah. How could you possibly know? So we've unlocked, let's see, this section here. Joe, you want some more cacao nibs?
No, I don't.
They were the most tasteless. People call me tasteless, but I think they were the most tasteless thing. It's another poison heart.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Yeah. They must be good for cooking. And they better be, right? Otherwise, what are they good for?
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. We're pouring drinks here, so if you want to join us, you know, pour yourself a drink.
Yeah.
And have a fun time with GS. Is that good? More?
That's good.
All right.
So you might have already noticed this, Joe. There's 3 characters now, and you can switch between them at will.
Yeah.
But there's only 3, so, I mean, the chances where you accidentally over-switch, right? Like, switch one too many times, is pretty low. But just wait until Zeke joins our party, and then we have 4 guys to switch through.
Oh, yeah.
Anything above 3 is too many, right? As a general rule of... I mean, 3 is too many, right? Every single button, every single character in your game should have a discrete button that you press so you can always act, so you know that you're going to act.
Yeah, I like that. That's the
Yeah.
way that we're designing our weapon system. We only have 1 character, but we have... Right now, we're working on a 3-weapon system.
And this game only has 4 buttons, right? So they
Yeah.
can easily have used the shoulder
Yeah,
buttons.
use the shoulder buttons for that, yeah.
There's no excuse because... Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah, it warps you to another room.
Yeah.
He only takes 1 damage. It
Yeah.
looks like a guy that would have a lot of hit
He's
points.
so weak. He's
Does it
such
give you a
weak
lot of
one.
mana when you kill him?
I don't-
No,
He
he
gives
gives
you
you nothing.
nothing.
That's what I call
Really?
cash, is mana.
How could he not give you anything?
Hey, how much? Do you ever go to a store and you ask them what the price of an item is? You don't say, "Hey, how much is this?" You say, "Hey, how much cash does this cost?" I don't even know why that's funny, but it just sounds like not very tasteful to say, "How much cash does this cost?"
The power of the griffin. Oh, we don't have the power of the griffin.
I'm telling you, man, $6 wine. That's where it's at.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
That's what I buy, man. You know, you want to know something about drinking?
No. Yeah.
I'll tell you something about drinking, Ed, from Game Soup.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't be able to get completely wasted for $6.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
I feel like there should be some barrier to entry.
The barrier to entry is $6. What are you talking about?
I mean, you could actually do it for cheaper. You ever remember Vladimir?
Of course.
Vodka? You can get, you could get completely smashed on that for very cheap. That's probably your best bang for your buck if you're looking for...
No, don't tell people to buy Vlad. It's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's the bottom...
I would say spend the extra $2 and get a bottle of wine for $6.
Yeah.
And just drink the entire bottle if you want to get real fucked up. That's the way you do it. Wine.
Uh-oh.
It's just so cheap to get drunk.
Yeah, I do think wine is the way to go. Although, I mean, pound for pound, right? Pure liquor is better. Because wine is what, like 10% alcohol by volume or something?
Yeah, 10, 12.
And what you really want is like bourbon or something. Something that's like 50%, 100 proof or whatever. Come on, come on, come on, come on! That reminds me. I bought a handle of Bacardi for my...
Are you fucking serious? Why'd you do that? I'm sorry, man. Buy another upgrade for August. He's the man. You know he's the man. Yeah. Defense. We're buying defense now?
Yeah, well, either one.
Well, we're playing as August a lot.
Yeah.
We're keeping him... Essentially, you should probably just upgrade one guy and mostly play as him and then only switch to the others when needed.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're trying to design around. We're actually trying to design around that ourselves.
Where were we? Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 rooms, Joe.
Okay, so I guess we'll be back. We haven't gone to the right here.
This is called the left, Joe.
Well, we haven't gone to the left either, but it's also a warp point. Amazing.
So traveled 15 rooms. Well, I should have known to go to the left, right?
Yeah. So this LP is actually taking longer than expected to do because we have to keep on. We're trying not to waste your time by you having to watch us backtrack everything. So we're just wasting a lot of time in between recordings.
Yeah. This is why I wanted to play the game in advance.
We usually like to play the games in advance, games that we LP, but one of the exception when we used to follow rules. The exception, though, however, was if a game is a fresh release and we want to be one of the first to LP it, then we'll do it. And that was kind of the case with this one. We played it a couple days after it came out. We started LPing it. So, was it a mistake to LP this one?
It's very fun.
I'm going to let Ed repeat that. I'm going to let Ed answer that question, I mean.
Is it a mistake to play the game? Absolutely not. Is it a mistake to LP?
Maybe.
Possibly. Yeah. I think just more than other Metroidvanias, there's a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, there definitely is. There's definitely more than most.
Oh. So, I mean, it really depends on how patient you are and if you care about how long our episodes are, which we don't really. What's the longest episode? We did an 8-hour Spelunky 2 episode. So.
Yeah, that was our longest episode ever. So if you do want to see the longest episode of Game Soup ever, check out Spelunky 2, longest episode of Game Soup ever.
It doesn't really bother us, I guess.
It was fairly recent, so you can just scroll down.
Yeah, wasn't it? I'm stuck.
In the videos. You're stuck completely. Change characters. Oh.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. The animation's stuck.
Yeah.
Everything in this game's fucking faces. All the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Look at all the backgrounds. Everything's a face.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Look, the wall's got all these demon faces on it, and then you've got this absolutely hideous Thwomp Trap face.
Wait, why can't... Oh, right.
She can't hurt him.
She can't hurt
Can
ghosts.
only August hurt ghosts?
Oh, you know what? I can't get up here because we don't have the griffin foot, and guess where the griffin foot is?
Where's that?
It's in the room where we died. Remember? Because that's...
Oh!
Remember when we died? It was right in front of an upgrade?
Oh, we
that
died.
Was the upgrade.
It was the griffin foot. Of course. We need the griffin foot. Yeah, everything in this game is a fucking face, and everything in Getsu Fumaden for NES happens to be a skull. Everything in that game. Remember all the backgrounds?
Yeah.
Whenever they couldn't think of what to put, they put a skull.
They just throw a skull in there. Harry. His name is Harry.
That's what I remember the developers of Getsu Fumaden being named Harry, because that sounds like those would be the kind of developers. That sounds like the name of a developer of a game called Getsu Fumaden.
Is anybody named Harry? Anybody?
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You ever heard that phrase before?
Yeah.
It means like everyone believes this.
Oh, I know
everyone
that.
thinks such a thing. But is Tom, Dick, and Harry, are those common names?
In the 50s, sure, yeah.
I think Tom might still be a somewhat common name. But
yeah,
you never hear about Dick. Dick.
Stop, come on, man.
As a name?
Yeah.
But it is also Richard. Now, I have known some Richards in my life.
Are you using that as a euphemism for jerks?
No, I'm
Or
using it
actual
as an
Richards?
actual name for Richard.
Okay.
I've known some Richards who have actually been younger than me by a couple of years. So Richard is still a name. Tom, same deal. Known a few of them. I've known more Toms than Richards.
Look, it's a dead end.
And on top of that, Harry?
Yeah?
Never. Never heard of a guy named Harry.
I don't know any
I feel like that's a mythical name. Is your name Harry? If your name is Harry, you know what? If your name's Harry, email us a picture of your driver's license, and I will send $50 to the address listed on that driver's license. $50 cash in the mail, no questions asked, except that you need to send your driver's license through the email to strangers. Our email is GameSoupLP@gmail.com, and you will get that $50 if you do happen to be named. What was the name?
Harry. What if it's Photoshop? Well, all right.
You know what? If they go through the trouble to try to Photoshop a driver's license to have their address on it to get they deserve the $50.
Wait, really? Then I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
And you'll never know.
Do you just want the $50? Do you just want the $50?
No, don't you dare! He's opening his wallet. What? No.
Well, you know, you're pressing me.
I just want this griffin foot. Where is it? You know what I realized we should have done? We should have just save scummed. Because we could have restarted right here.
Yeah, we could save scum. Do you want to do that from now on?
Yeah.
You gotta be Cooley. She's so cool.
Okay.
Just drop down. Just drop down, bro. We're almost there. Just don't fucking die this time. If you do, save scum.
Yeah.
It's called save scumming. You ever heard of it?
I should have done that much.
Yep, this is gonna be save scum right here.
I think the game saves automatically when you die, so you really have to be vigilant about the scumming.
Mm-hmm. You have to be a vigilant scum. You could just do it whenever you have 10 HP or less.
Yeah.
Just save scum. Just assume that that's a death. That might wind up saving you time in the end.
Yeah, I do think, yeah. I mean, you waste so much time. We just walked through at least 15 rooms. It was 15 rooms minimum, right?
Yeah, it's save scum time.
So, yeah. Come
Just
on, just fucking...
Just call us the Save Scummers. We're going to change the name of the channel to Save Scummers.
It's not a very dignified name.
Toxic Scum. We're going to make... And our viewers are going to be called Toxic Scummers. And we're gonna make t-shirts that say Proud Toxic Scummer on it. Okay? Would you guys buy that product?
I wouldn't. Would you?
No, no one would.
I made it!
Wow, that is a grotesque statue.
GG.
It's like a Cthulhu type of guy. Oh, and of course you can't get out of the room without using the ability.
Yeah, but it's nice now. This is like the game is finally
complete,
opening up a little bit.
Yeah, you've got all the upgrades now.
No, there's still plenty to get. Plenty.
I just guessed.
But I mean,
I just guessed and said it as if I factually knew it, as if I was.
No, you're not wrong though.
As if I was an authority on the topic.
No, you're right. I was just joshing you, just Richarding you,
dicking me.
I was just dicking you.
Don't say that. That's really gross, actually. Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's not talk about that name anymore, okay?
Okay.
Every Tom, Joe, and Harry we'll say from now on, because Joe's a common name. And
right.
In fact, I feel like I'm leaving Ed out though. So now we're gonna say every
Ed's not a common name though.
Every Ed, Joe, and Harry. Ed's a very common name. My neighbor was named Ed.
No, he wasn't.
My old neighbor was named Ed.
He was not.
And he called me asking me about Power Pack number 5 and Juice Rig 18 or something. And I think he called the wrong Joe. He left me a voicemail. And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I think it was about his job. I think he meant to contact someone else named Joe from his job or something.
Well, did you call him back?
I did call him back, but he didn't pick up. And I actually didn't get to speak to him, but I think he figured it out.
You never spoke to him again, huh?
No. I haven't spoken to him since we moved out of our old place.
Wow. Haunting.
But, why would you speak to any of your old neighbors unless you get really close to them, I guess.
Well, I thought you would want closure of some sort. By the way, look at the ninja above us. This one is real, and
that is a real ninja. Yeah,
we've seen a bunch of other ones.
We've seen a bunch of the fake ones. Yeah, wow, he really just gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be real careful coming off of that side. Go from the leftmost room to the rightmost room in that case. Wait, how are you going to do this?
I have a feeling, right?
Oh, you can just launch them back at him?
Well, this is
it's got to be it, right?
An upgrade. I have a feeling that this is what you have to do. It is required for some rooms. I'm going to guess this is one of those rooms.
Oh, it does send it right back to me if you knock it the other way, which is nice.
It's perfectly it's perfectly calculated to do so. It just goes back to the origin, right? So it does also frequently miss.
Yeah, it misses a lot less than it would if it just went in a direction that you were hitting at some kind of a random arc.
But also, if he's walking backwards, you have to hit him in the direction that he's walking. Otherwise, that happens,
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Now we're going to get him.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get him. This guy's dead meat.
Oops.
Just come on. Just die, you Cyclops. Fuck, he has a lot of hit points. Why do Cyclops have so much hit points? Why does Cyclops have this many hit points?
Why does Cyclops? Google it.
Why does Cyclops have this much hit points? Let's Google it in those exact words.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a secret.
We can't do anything here, though. So what's cool is later on, once you there's an ability that you have to pay for. And you can access your upgrades from this statue instead of having to die to get them.
We should do blind taste tests more often on Game Soup.
Did
It's
you
actually
like
kind of
that?
fun.
Okay, I didn't.
I like it from what's the name of that show? Hell's Kitchen, starring Gordon Ramsay.
I don't know anything about that.
He does a blind taste test. Whenever the contestants get down to 8 contestants left on the show, they do something called the blind taste test, where Gordon Ramsay gives each contestant 4 secret items to taste while they're blindfolded, and they have to guess what the item is. Believe it or not, most of these professional chefs can't guess what they're tasting.
You know, it's more difficult than you might suspect.
I think it is because of how many seasons I've watched. I've watched an embarrassing number of seasons of Hell's Kitchen. I'm not going to tell you how many, but an embarrassing number. And there's very few of them that get, it's out of 4. There's very few of them that get more than 2. And a lot of the times they get 0.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me as much as you might suspect. Like, for example, I knew that the cacao nibs that I was giving you were cacao nibs. You didn't know that.
Well, I guess chocolate. So that was pretty close.
But you would,
which is basically right.
But you would expect anybody to know that chocolate is chocolate, but you don't know these things when you don't see them. Like, it makes all the difference.
If you don't see it, you don't see the label.
Oh. This is a cool thing, though. Is that portrait of the woman?
Yeah, why is there a somewhat realistic portrait of a woman?
We've got
Dead
her
Maiden's ring. Oh, is that the Dead Maiden? Oh no, there's the Dead Maiden.
Oh no.
Oh good. She's just an NPC.
Look at the portrait now.
Oh, of course it turns into a skull. Is this Getsu Fumaden?
So, she only does one thing. Which is
just charge at you.
She just charges at you, but we've got her ring. And what does the ring do, you might ask? I actually don't remember what it does, so let's find out. Oh, this is incredibly valuable. Any room
Glows in the room that has a secret exit.
Yeah.
Oh, it shows you where the secret exits are.
Well,
yeah, let's steal this ring from this old maiden.
So any ring that has a secret, any room that has a secret.
Yeah, it's her wedding ring. It's her engagement ring.
Weird, isn't
From
it?
her beloved. Let's steal it from her.
Get dunked on.
Yeah. Let's just dunk on her. She deserves it.
I mean, she does. I'm glad we got that, though.
So we did recently try something called YouTube Premiere on GameSoup.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
We premiered the first episode of this LP to see if the viewers were interested in coming in and watching it live as it aired and chatting. Well, it turns out some of them were interested in coming in and watching it live because there were several viewers at any given time while we were in there. Ed and I were both actually present for the premiere.
I mean, we didn't. Oh shit.
That's okay. You're gonna take a little damage.
I mean, we didn't advertise it at all. We barely like.
Yeah, we posted it at 24 hours beforehand, so yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of fanfare for it, but we did do that. And well, leave it in the comments if you would show up if we gave ample warning that we were gonna do a YouTube premiere. Which means what a YouTube premiere is, if you don't know, is that you set the video to go live, and instead of it just going live and allowing the viewer to click on it and watch the video in its entirety like it's a normal YouTube video, what it does is it premieres the video and it plays it in real time, and anybody that is there at the time can watch it in real time and chat with each other. So we thought maybe the viewers would want to watch it in real time with each other and chat with each other, but there wasn't a whole lot of chatting going on. There's very little chatting. There was a few people posted a couple comments, but for the most part, there really wasn't much chatting going on there. So we decided we would probably not do it again. So we're not doing it for the rest of this LP, except we would consider doing it for our next devlog. I think we're going to do it for that.
Whoops.
Because I think the viewers might have more input during something like that, and I think that's something that they might be more interested in seeing. And also, it's been over a year since we've done the devlog, believe it or not.
I think it's going to be good for the devlog, though.
So, I think so. I think we're going to do it and probably put it out maybe a few days ahead of time instead of just one day ahead of time.
Do you have any interest in playing this now, Joe? Because I've... Revenge Bee Night. I don't know what that means.
Revenge over the Black Knight.
What could that possibly be?
I don't know. Just buy it. It costs exactly how much you have, so just fucking buy it. The Black Knight has been cursed for your next encounter.
It cost all my money?
Well, he's going to be easier to beat now, so I would say that's worth it.
He was already easy, though. He's not hard at all. Oh, my God. Oh, that was a waste. That was a waste of orbs.
Well, I'm sorry, Ed.
What did you say? Do you have any interest in playing, or should I just keep playing?
And just keep going. Just
All
keep going. Just keep going for now.
I'm disappointed.
So yeah, we're gonna do a YouTube premiere for the devlog coming up, and I think if there's interest for that, we'll keep doing it for the devlogs maybe, but we probably won't continue doing it for LPs or wild games. I'm guessing I don't think our channel's big enough for that.
So he's cursed, huh? Not really sure what that means.
So I got... Yeah, go ahead.
No.
I got kind of tired of drawing clouds recently.
Yeah.
We have so many cloud backgrounds for the game because there's not a whole lot that's pertinent for myself to be working on in the game. Now that Ed and I divide the responsibilities for our games, Joe doesn't do programming anymore. Only Ed does programming and only Joe does art, right? So there's not a whole lot of final art that needs to go in right now because I don't want to make final art for something that's not necessarily going to make it into the game if I can help it. So I'm making things that we know are going to make it into the final game, which is backgrounds, mostly. And those backgrounds that we're going to be able to reuse again and again are going to be clouds. So I've drawn a lot of clouds over the last few weeks. We're never going to need another cloud background, Ed.
Good.
I made some modular cloud backgrounds that we can flip and we can crop and make them look like different. Well, I showed them to Ed. We'll show them on our next devlog, I think. But we've got some pretty nice cloud backgrounds we can use. But I am tired of drawing clouds. But the game's moving along nicely finally. Now that Ed and we've been meeting up at least weekly, usually more often than weekly, having meetings and going over what we need to get done and just working on the game together in person. And it's been a lot better because I have a decent office set up at my place. And I've got a laptop now, so we can actually work at Ed's place if we wanted to, at some point too.
Yeah, which you're more than welcome to do. I don't know how easy it is for you to move. I mean, because you've got your tablet, you know, it's not really.
Yeah, my drawing tablet. So I got a laptop though that you can draw on the screen on it. So, but the thing is, I don't need to do that much drawing when Ed and I are working together. Usually, I do the drawing stuff on my own, and then we do the game design stuff in person with each other. So we'll see.
Yeah, at some point down the line, we're not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh!
But the progress on the game has been, I feel like it's been like doubled since we started meeting up.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like the rate of progress has doubled because we both have a direction. We meet up, we discuss what needs to get done, and we have a direction. We have a goal for the next time we meet. This is what needs to get done before the next time we meet. If we have extra time, we add a few extra things on the end in case we get done everything we're supposed to do before we meet the next time. But we know what we're supposed to do. And yeah, it keeps things moving along. It's a lot faster than trying to type online or talk over the phone or any kind of. It's there's still a big advantage to working in person. If you can, it's still best to work in person. I know everybody's working online right now. A lot of people are work from home. That's been obviously the motto, the method for the last year and a half or so. But still, working in person has been a boon for the speed of our game development. So we are going to be doing a devlog sometime in the somewhat near future. It's probably going to be about a month out if I had to guess. Would you think? Would you think about a month out?
I think at the earliest.
Yeah, probably at the earliest.
We still have a lot going on behind the scenes, so I mean,
we have a goal for what we want the game to look like before we do the next devlog, which is somewhat lofty. But
and there's no reason to be hasty about it. It's already been a year. What's another month or 2 months? You know what I mean? Like I'm anxious. I'm anxious to do it, and I'm sure you are too. But there's no point in rushing it.
Yeah, we don't need to rush it. And it's also getting it to a point where the game's not crashing. That's another thing. When we originally started Infernal Racket, we were going to do devlogs just every 2 weeks. We just decided every 2 weeks we're going to do a devlog. But the thing is, it takes a week to get the game to be in a not broken and presentable state that you can present to other people. Yeah. Because every time you change something, obviously, if you've ever done programming or coding or game development, you know when you change something, everything else breaks.
I mean, yeah.
So we would spend a week making new stuff and actually making the game, and then we would spend a week trying to fix everything so that it was presentable, and it was just too much to do. So a monthly devlog is maybe doable, but there's just no reason for us to put a time limit on it. And obviously this might this might be a little past the time limit, a year. But
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, we've had a lot going on in the last year too.
yeah, we've both moved, and Joe has a kid now, and yeah, a lot of things have changed for both of us. Besides that, but yeah, we're both making pretty steady progress. I would say the most steady progress we've made, I think, for myself. I think since we started making the game.
Yeah.
Making our third game, I would say that I'm making the most steady progress over the last couple of months that I have the entire time we've been in development. So that's good.
I hate this room. This is the worst room in the game. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys.
I mean, these are all tough enemies. And almost all of them have like some sort of tracking behavior.
We talk about our game development all the time. We talk about the game that we're currently working on, and they know nothing about it anymore because it's so different than when they've probably last seen it. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully they're still interested in it, but that's what we spend a lot of our lives doing, so that's what we have to talk about. So hopefully it's interesting to you guys to hear some of the stories.
We're going to get the best thing in the game, Shock Field.
A successful hit leaves a small field damaging enemies for a short time. That sounds really good. August is the man.
You're going to like the way this DPS looks.
August is the man.
So where were we?
I think that's going to increase our... Oh, we didn't save scum. Where were we? Up at the top there.
That's okay. The war point's right there.
Yeah, this isn't that far. Ruins of Ash 1. Oh, you know... Well, no, we got some time. But we should wrap this episode up in the next half hour or so.
Wait, didn't we just start this one, though?
No. No, we've been going on this one a while.
We have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was this was the Cacao Nibs episode?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Cacao Nibs episode.
I guess that wasn't 20 minutes ago.
No, we definitely stopped at some point. This one might not be as long as episode 4, but it'll be fine. Oh, but I did promise something to them. I promised them the Anaconda story, which we might have told on GameSoup a long time ago. But here's the Anaconda story. So for the longest time, Joe would quote a movie or a TV show Ed didn't know, and the quote from the movie was "Die, bitch." And he would say it. This is when we were younger, so I know it sounds cringe, but we were a lot younger. Maybe teenagers at the time. And it would be if we were playing a game against each other, and I was about to kill Ed, I would go "Die, bitch," and wherever it would fit, I would say that, and he would go, "What is that from? That's from a movie or something, right?" And I'd say, "Yeah," and he'd say, "What movie is that from?" Ed would say, and I'd say, "I'm not telling you. I'll never tell you what it's from." Because I thought it was funny to not tell Ed what "Da bitch" was from. So then one day, Ed and I sat down to watch an old movie called Anaconda, starring, who did that star?
Wesley Snipes.
No, it wasn't Wesley Snipes, was it? It was like Ice Cube or something.
Ice-T?
Ice
Cube.
Cube. No, it wasn't Ice-T. I think it was Ice Cube. And I don't know. I don't really know anyone else, but I think it was Ice Cube who delivers the line. But they finally kill the snake at the end. Believe it or not, Anaconda,
Spoilers.
The snake gets killed.
Yeah.
And I always remembered that Ice Cube said when the snake died, he said, "Da bitch." And I was like looking at Ed when the scene was coming up, and I was so excited for him to finally be revealed that was what "Die bitch" was from, because that's what I had been planning all along, and this was like a year that I had been planning this. And when the snake was killed, Ice Cube goes, "Bitch." We had the edited version of the movie, where instead of editing out the word "bitch," which is the swear word, they edited out "die."
Wait, really?
I think so, or maybe it was just different than I remembered.
Oh,
it might have just been different than I remembered, but I think it was an edited version of the movie.
I thought that's what had happened. It was just different, but that also makes more sense if it was edited. But
yeah,
but also why would they edit it out?
But regardless, I was watching Ed, anticipating his reaction to me finally doing the right thing and revealing the movie quote that I have been denying him the knowledge of for so long. And instead of the joy of us sharing in this moment, it was sorrow, as I turned to Ed and I said, "I am so sorry." I paused the movie and I turned to Ed and I said, "I am so sorry." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "This is the movie that "Die bitch" is from." And he said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I rewound it and we watched it." And he said, "Bitch." And I said, "Yeah, this is either an edited version of the movie or what I just described. Maybe I forgot, but I think it's an edited version of the movie where he doesn't say "die, bitch."
And this was the only reason we watched the movie.
And that was the only reason we watched the movie, because it's not a good movie. Do not watch Anaconda. I hope you didn't pause this video and go watch Anaconda on our recommendation, because it was not a recommendation. It was just part of the story. So anyway, I apologize to you once again, Ed, even though it's, you know, centuries later.
I mean, yeah. You did what you thought was right.
I had to reveal it to you in the best way possible, which was to have us view the movie. And we wasted an hour and a half of our lives. I don't even know if we finished watching the movie after that. I mean, it's the part where the snake dies, so there's only about 5 minutes left. Yeah. That was the climax. The falling action is what follows the climax, if you know anything about movie scripts.
No, I don't.
Or text, which some people call books or stories.
I mean, they do, but they're fools. Oh, come on. This game is all about getting hit. Alright. Yeah, it is a good story, though. Okay, I
try to tell these stories in the most interesting way possible.
Isn't this cool? This one is a secret save point. It's hidden.
Yeah, why would you hide a save point?
Because
that is a really Richardish thing to do. That is a really Tom, Richardish, and Dick and Harry thing to do.
Right?
An Ed, Joe, and Harry thing to do.
Wow, that makes us sound like we're the jerks, though.
Well, I used Joe in place of Dick. You're in place of Tom, Ed, so you're cool. You're good to go. I have 2 neighbors named Tom.
2?
Well, yeah, they're a son and a father.
Oh, okay.
A father-son duo. Both named Tom. Tom just graduated from high school. The younger one. Not the older one.
Not the older one. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's possible. You could have a kid in high school. It's possible. It's not recommended, but it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. Look at this damage.
Yeah, look at that damage. Look at that DPS.
It does 5 damage per tick.
I'm excited by the DPS.
Yeah. Things get really easy from here on out.
You guys want to see us play some more Pico 8 games? I'm thinking about doing that.
Oh, yeah?
Doing that again. Yeah. We got at least one more wild game to do after we finish this LP. It's called Mighty Goose.
Oh, yeah.
They gave us a key for that. We requested a key. We haven't requested a key for a game in a while, but we requested a key for Mighty Goose, and they were gracious enough to grant it to us. So we're going to be playing that. Mighty Goose.
Oh, no, no. I don't know where to go. I'm going to guess. Oh, come on. I guessed wrong.
Oh, another game that I saw, which actually I think came out today or very recently, was Chivalry 2.
Yeah, I've heard about this game.
It looks pretty fun. It's not something that GameSoup would normally cover, but it was something that I thought looked interesting and fun. And it'll be something different for us to cover, but we're doing this, so I don't think we're going to do it.
We could. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of game it is, to be honest. But it's definitely
I've
out of our
seen it.
wheelhouse.
I saw a beta. I saw a beta of it. It looks fun. It looks goofy and kind of mindless.
Should we end it here, or should we keep going?
I think we should keep going.
Yeah.
I think we should leave it on a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let's go till the next cliffhanger.
Okay. I don't know where it is, though.
Either where we're about to approach a boss,
Yeah.
or we're about to get an item that we don't know what it is. Something like that, etc.
So we only have one more boss, technically, to finish the game. But hell if I know where it is. So that'll be an interesting little series of events there. Good music, though. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of Matt Cap, who was able to write this music for this game.
Yeah, he's a multi-talented fella.
Yeah.
Like he's a pretty damn good artist, a pretty damn good musician, composer, and he also develops games. He's also the level designer, I'm pretty sure, for Castle in the Darkness. This was actually a team effort, though. There was another guy that worked on this game. I can't remember his name, but
I did see the credits.
I did at him on Twitter when I posted the first episode of this on Twitter. I decided that I would start trying to post our videos on Twitter again, and maybe adding the creators of the...
Oh, nice.
What do you call it? Tagging the creators of the games.
What could this be?
So if you do want to follow us on Twitter, the link is always in the description below. You can also subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, but don't do
Have
that.
you ever done such a thing?
Oh. I mean, yeah, do it.
Everybody requests you to subscribe to their channel, and I think the reason why they do it is because it works.
I guess.
It works to request someone to subscribe to your channel. So
Like-
you know what?
Yeah.
We like you. So subscribe to our channel, and also
Hit that like button, slam that bell.
you can. I don't know what the bell does. What is the bell?
It's like
They
notifications.
always
or
tell you
something.
about the bell.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? Don't worry about the bell. Subscribe though, and also on top of subscribing,
Shit. No,
on
no!
top of subscribing, I want you to leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the video. You can pick either one, whichever artwork you think looks cooler.
Oh.
The thumbs up icon or the thumbs down icon.
They're very similar.
They're similar, yeah. They're just the same art, just flipped. So,
But you may decide one of those looks cooler.
Click
than the
on
other.
either
I'm not
one.
really sure how you would decide, but yeah, that's fair. Either one of them, honestly. What is this, do you think? Spider room? What could this be a room for? It's
yes,
it's
so-
nothing. Yeah?
it is a spider room.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking spider coming
Oh.
out of a cocoon.
A cocoon!
A Kakuna, the Pokemon. You remember Kakuna? All they could do was harden.
Hardened, just like Caterpie. I'm getting my balls kicked in right here. Sorry, you were in the middle of introducing a topic.
Speaking of not trying hard in swimming class,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
try hard in anything in school after probably maybe 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized that
Mhm.
if you don't try, you don't get put in the more difficult classes. So
God forbid you push yourself to do something that's difficult.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to do it, and I don't regret it at all, because it turns out pretty much everything past reading, writing, and arithmetic is kind of a waste. Maybe algebra can be useful. But, basic math, let's say. Basic math, reading and writing, once you learn all that stuff, you're better off working, really. At least I would have been. So I really don't regret the way that I handled school at all, except that I wish I would have dropped out and tried even less hard. But, you only know so much when you're a kid. You can't hold too many regrets about things that you missed out on or mistakes that you made when you were a teenager.
Well, that's a good cliffhanger, I think. I was just killed by something.
I don't think it's a cliffhanger. We got to get to a cliffhanger.
All right.
We got to get to
All right,
it.
we'll get right back there.
But we haven't been in this room.
No, we haven't. That's why I started recording, yeah.
Good.
This is actually, it's a different direction near where we were. But I get the feeling it's going to be just as fruitful. And it's actually the same enemy, so...
That's a baby's face.
Yeah.
With tubes coming out of it.
Yeah.
Everything in this game is a face.
You got a problem against tubes?
I got a problem against faces. Face here. Remember Face from Nickelodeon?
Look at this DPS, bro.
Yeah, the DPS is absolutely obscene. Algus is the man.
He's totally chugging on my D.
Look at-
You call it dchugging.com. Look at it. Just look at
That
that
thing
D.
has a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
He gave us a lot of mana, though, as I call it. Wait, you could have gotten that key back there, I think.
No, I couldn't have.
Could you have double wall jumped up to get there?
No, I can't reach
Oh
that.
yeah, you can't. No, I don't think you can reach that. Well, I understand.
I'm also close to death again because I'm an incompetent child. There's something over here. Oh, we can't do this yet.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, the puzzle here is to extinguish all these flames, which we are not capable of doing.
Why? Do you need ice or something?
We need a particular ability that extinguishes flames only. It's incredibly useless.
So would you like to know another fact that I recently learned?
Yeah.
I learned that banks don't all have cash in them. I tried to take out some cash from a certain bank,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out that there are branches of banks that don't have cash in them anymore. What's the point then? It's just digital money in it, but they have a physical building that you can only do digital money transactions in? What's the point of that?
Oh.
I don't understand it. I can't put two and two together.
I don't know. Oh,
Maybe there's something behind this, but if you're planning on robbing a bank,
Yeah.
though, do your own research because you need to find out if this bank actually has cash in it. It's really it's a really bad risk reward to rob a bank in 2021. This isn't the John Dillinger days. Do you want to hear about John Dillinger? Do you want to hear about the history of John Dillinger, Ed?
sure.
The greatest bank robber to ever live? You're going to have to tune into the next episode of Game Soup because that's what we're going to be going over.
Oh.
But for right now, Ed's going to keep playing, and we're going to finish this episode and leave it on a cliffhanger, on 2 cliffhangers. The cliffhangers are... No, but then they're just going to look up John Dillinger.
I mean, they probably know
Who knows who John Dillinger is?
Joe, I can't play this game anymore. It's killing me. Killing me.
All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you off the hook here, Ed.
All right, thank God.
We're going to end the episode here.
Yeah?
And you got to stay tuned, though, because on the next episode, we're going to be telling you everything that you want to know about John Dillinger, the greatest bank robber of all time. We're going to tell you how to rob a bank and get away with it.
That's great.
Disclaimer, we would never do anything illegal on GameSoup.
I have so many questions about robbing banks, though.
And also, we would never hurt anyone, or disclaimer, don't rob banks. This is a joke. All right?
It's not a joke.
We'll catch you on the next one. And we like you.